coming in number 1 is, surprise, surprise, The Boss. It barely edges out Batman vs. Superman with 23.4 million. We're talking about like UK separating the two movies.
With a budget of just 29 million, so of course it's going to make huge profits for Universal. The thing is, whether or not it's going to stay number 1 when the final numbers come out today, I'm kind of doubting it, because when numbers are this close, one of the studios will always overestimate just to be number 1. And I'm thinking in this case, Universal might have overestimated a little bit, but we'll see by the end of today.
True, but remember when Batman vs. Superman opened, it overestimated as well by a lot.
Yeah.
Right? It was like 172, that's the estimation, right? And then when the actual came in, it's actually 166 million.
Yeah, so they overestimated by around 6 million. It was still a huge opening, but it's not the all-time best for, I guess, the month of March. I guess the all-time best was one of the Hunger Games, or was it Harry Potter? It's like 170.
You have to give it to Harry Potter. I don't know the actual number right now, but I think you have to give it to Harry Potter if it's between those two.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is Harry Potter. So The Boss and Batman vs. Superman made 23.4 million.
Oh, which was number 2 movie?
Yeah, the number 2 movie. There's only about 45,000 separating the two. By the end of Monday, these two positions might switch. Again, Melissa McCarthy and her husband crank out another poorly reviewed, poorly received film, but still ended up doing pretty well. 24.4 million is
23.4.
23.4 million is in Melissa McCarthy's range. I mean, she consistently gets this number.
Yeah, last week I said it would probably do 25. You were a bit down on it. You said 15.
You're right. You're more right.
But I read that there is concern about Melissa McCarthy and her choice to work with her husband.
The thing with this is, I mean, you can understand why they want to work together, husband and wife, spending time together. But a lot of times these things don't work out. I mean, so far commercially it's working out, but...
So far, right?
Yeah, so far. The thing in her favor is, in between these films, she also does movies of other directors, like the director of Spy that Paul Feig, that actually brings her the quality way up, so she can still work with her husband, but as long as she continues to produce top tier quality comedies in between, then I think she'll be okay. But if she only focuses on working with her husband, and eventually it'll catch up to her.
Yeah, people were concerned that working with her husband and turning these poorly reviewed films would damage her brand down the line. I mean, it might not now, but down the line, people might think that, her stuff is kind of inconsistent, and people might think, what's the common thread between these movies? And they would say, hey, it's her husband.
Well, yeah. But you never know with these things. I mean, who knows? Maybe their kind of humor just, appeals to this certain group of people, like Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler, every film he comes out with, no matter what director he works with, is always poorly reviewed. And at his peak, he still drew his usual crowd. And it doesn't matter. So Melissa McCarthy, to her credit, so far in between these movies, she has cranked out other higher quality, better reviewed films with other directors. So she might be in a better position. But, you never know with these things. Even if she continues to produce low quality stuff like this, she might be a comedian like Adam Sandler. Doesn't matter what the critics say. There's a certain crowd of people that just likes their brand of humor and will continue to go out to watch them.
You know what? I think in a sense you are right. I think that's maybe The Boss and Tammy serve a group of people, like you say, that are fans of Adam Sandler, and he's no longer making these type of movies, and that she came in and filled that need. Maybe she's okay.
Well, not exactly that way, but I'm just saying, like, maybe her brand of comedy, like Adam Sandler's brand of comedy, appeals to a certain group of people. Her brand of comedy appeals to a certain group of people. And it doesn't matter what the critics say. They'll still rush out to watch it. Maybe.
I don't know. I think she can probably jump in between the Paul Feig ones.
Yeah.
And then her husband ones. And, like two different demographic, one more refined comedy, I guess, and one more crude. So I think she can serve both groups of people who are looking for different type of comedies.
Right. Exactly.
So maybe you're right. She'll be okay. I mean, even though The Boss is poorly reviewed, there are a certain demographic that likes these type of movies.
Right. Exactly.
All right, she should continue to work with her husband as long as she also continues to work with Paul Feig.
Yeah, until we see a droppage. Like maybe the next time she works with her husband, the movie only grosses like 10 million. Then you're like, okay, they gotta take a break.
Yeah, the gig is up. People knew what's coming.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see if the boss will retain his #1 spot when the day's over.